Hello, welcome back to our channel. Hope you will like the story for today. I broke up with my ex-fiancée of 4 years 2 weeks ago after catching her in a huge lie and then finding out 3 days ago that she committed suicide because I wouldn't take her back. I am in need of some serious advice as I am being blamed for everything. Hey guys! I need some serious advice as I'm pretty much being cornered by basically everyone and I really don't know what else to do as my mental state is declining and I'm left wondering if it's really all my fault. A little background. Me and my ex-fiancé had been together for almost 6 years and engaged 4 out of those 6 years. I was introduced to her by a close friend at a party and we just clicked. She was attractive, had a great personality, and had similar hobbies as me, which made it perfect. Back in April of this year, I started noticing little changes in her. She started wearing more revealing clothes to work, started putting more makeup, and etc. To be honest, I had no problem with any of that stuff, as it's her body. She can wear whatever, and put however much makeup she wanted to, but what made things worse for me was when she started coming home late from work, or how instead of spending the weekend off with me, we both had weekends off from work. She instead was always going out. I once had asked her why she never invited me to come out with her, to which she replied that it's only girls' night out and that her other friends would not be happy if I tagged along as they were not bringing their own boyfriends with them. It all came crashing down when me and her had a huge fight in June because she decided that instead of going out on a date with me, she told me how she already had made plans with her friends and that it was rude of her to cancel. That was it for me. I fucking blew up at her and we had a huge fight which resulted in her packing her bags and leaving. I didn't hear from her for almost a week. None of her friends knew where she was, and heck none of her folks even know what was going on until she finally contacted me and wanted to talk. Imagine my surprise when she confessed to me that there was another guy involved and how all this time she was hanging out with him, when all this time she was lying to me about hanging with her friends. I fucking blew up. I wanted nothing to do with her and was going to break up with her until she got on her knees and begged me to give her a second chance, which my dumbass self did. But only after she revealed everything to me and she did it. It made me fucking sick to my stomach. But in the end, I forgave her and told her to delete all contact with the other guy and that I expect her to have no contact with him going forward, which she promised and things kinda went back to before. Heck, we were even spending more time together, but that feeling, that trust, wasn't there anymore. Everything was kinda okay until 2 weeks ago. A friend of mine who was visiting another city, which was 3 hours from where I live, sent me a picture with a message. Sorry bro, that broke my already broken heart into a billion of little pieces. The picture was of my ex-fiancé at a mall 3 hours away from where we live, holding hands with some stranger who I didn't know. I fucking broke down. I was heartbroken. She was a bitch, a piece of shit, especially since I thought she was at work, while in reality, she was 3 hours away holding hands with her lover. When I got home from work, I waited for her and right away confronted her, which she denied and called me a psycho for not believing her, and that I was a piece of shit for not trusting her. Until I showed her the picture that my friend sent me. Her face told me everything, and when the waterworks started, I knew that I had made a huge mistake in taking her back. So, I ended it. She cried and fucking begged me to think it over and not to throw away everything that we have together, which made me fucking angry. And I'm not going to lie, but I fucking slapped her. I was not proud. I'm still not, but she's saying shit like not to throw away everything when it was her who threw away everything pissed me off. I told her to pack her shit and leave, called her parents and mine, told them everything. Her parents came to help her, and I told them to basically fuck off after they told me to think it over and to make the right decision before actually ending it. She begged me not to end things, but I did. Had to, for my own peace of mind. I did not hear from her or her parents until 3 days ago, when my parents called me to let know that ex-fiancé had committed suicide. Her parents found her hanging, and she had left a letter apologizing to everyone, including my parents and me, and how she is sorry from the bottom of her heart from what she did to me, how she can't live without me, and because of that, she ended it. I am at a fucking loss. Ex-fiancé friends and family are blaming me, and my own mother told me that it was my fault. She told me that I should have forgiven her since I'm clearly worth committing suicide. I am fucking disgusted. I have currently taken some time off from work and have not a single clue what to do.
Let's see what the comments section has to say. You took her back. You forgave her. She lied again and turned it on you, holding past transgressions over her. If it weren't for that picture, she would have kept lying. She was actively trying to manipulate you into thinking you were wrong, and she was the victim. I think she realized she lost you for good, and it drove her to do what she did. Her parents are grief-stricken. They want to blame anyone for this. In the end, their daughter had mental health issues. Your mother, being a mother, feels their pain, and also for some reason I don't understand wants to blame someone. I'm sorry for your loss. Ex or not, this woman meant something to you. Talk to the friend who gave you the heads up. Seems like he was the only one who really wanted what is best for you. If need be, seek therapy, just to sort through everything. This is hugely traumatic for you. You even feel remorse for slapping her in a moment of complete betrayal. You have no reason to own her suicide. You owned up to emotions overtaking you and hitting her. You have nothing else to own up to. I wish you the absolute best in this difficult time. Edit. Thank you, kind folks, for the awards. Thank you also for the kind messages as well. Clearly you not only have your friend, but from the looks of the comments, the support of many Redditors. I'm glad my words were of some help. Next comment. Please opt, this is so important for you to believe and accept. Her family and friends are shocked and grieving and are looking to scapegoat you for her suicide. That sucks, but it doesn't make it true or in any way your fault or responsibility. Your ex cheated. She cheated again after you gave her a second chance. She took her own life. None of that was your doing. They want to blame it on you because they refuse to accept the person they loved could do so much wrong. I'm so sorry this has happened and hope you can grieve and heal in time. In the meantime, I suggest zero contact with your ex's friends or family. Your mother, well, that's a terrible thing she said to you. Again, it's not true. Try not to take it to heart. Talk to her again in a few weeks when she's calmer and you've had a chance to think things over. Another comment. When a loved one dies, everyone looks for something or someone to blame. Anyone or anything, except for the deceased themselves. When someone passes away, they suddenly had no faults, they were a perfect person, regardless of any evidence otherwise. Reality seeps back in over time, but right now they'd still be in the first stages of grief, and the denial and anger stages can take a long time to pass. It was not your fault. The choices were all hers. Go gently with her family and friends. You're in pain, and so are they.